What is going on, viewers of YouTube? Sunspot here to give you guys my review of the San Diego Comic-Con Mattel exclusive Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice 2-pack set. First off, I do want to highlight this kind of pre-packaging thing. That's at least what I call it. It's pretty simple. It just protects the actual collector's box, but it does have a black and white symbol of the Batman v Superman logo. Below that does say Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. Here in the corner of the box does say Adult Collector, and it nothing too special, honestly. And on the back it just has some logos and just safety warnings and all that crap in case you want to choke on Batman's cape. However, the real box is this. This is probably what I'll be displaying them in. This is very collector friendly, first of all. You could take them out, you could mess around with them, display them, do whatever you want, and put them back in. You don't need any ties or anything. It's very collector friendly, which I do like. I was kind of paranoid if should I buy two, should I buy one? Luckily, I didn't have to buy two, can only buy one. But first of all, you could tell at the bottom it does say the name of the movie, Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. Does have that nice logo. I wish these warning labels weren't here. That's kind of annoying. There's the button, which I'll get to in a minute. Here's the speaker and everything, which also I'll get to in a bit here. You do have this nice kind of artwork of, I don't know exactly what it's supposed to represent, honestly. It kind of reminds me of some kind of museum type of frame kind of art for paintings and stuff, but same logo and everything. Side of the box, exact same thing. I do like it though. I do like how the brown mixes with that dark chocolate, and the top does have some scuffing effects and everything. I want to remove the tape, kind of annoying, and it does have the logo again. Now I did dim my lights for a second here to give you guys a better glimpse at the feature for this box, which is this. So you guys could tell immediately that there are these giant lights behind Batman Superman. Behind Superman is the Batman logo, and behind Batman is the Superman logo. You can see with them, with this kind of big box set out of the packaging, you could have a better look. You can see there's some wires painted on here and just like this kind of hatch door thing. I thought that was kind of cool. But that's really about it. You do, like I said, have that brick wall, do have the bat symbol there, and it's just a cardboard cutout thing. It's not an actual signal light, but you could tell that there's the circle behind there for the lights. You can't really tell what's behind Batman, which is good. Even if you remove them off, you could see that there's no little wires or anything that you can connect them with. They just literally stick on. As for the figures themselves, these are awesome. I do have some complaints when it does come to articulation, mainly with the Superman, and a bit of a gripe with the head sculpt, primarily on the Batman, but overall these figures are great. Taking a closer look at the head sculpt for Henry Cavill's Superman here, it's a pretty good resemblance to the actor. I do like how the hair was combed, or, sculpted, I guess. They do have that lining effect separating the hair, which is kind of cool. The jawline is, I guess it's okay. You can look up pictures of Henry Cavill and compare this. Again, it's just Mattel. This is not Hot Toys. But for Mattel, it's pretty damn good. I do like this this face animation they got going on here. He's not serious and he's not happy. He's just kind of neutral, which, I do like. I wish he was kind of angry, though, because it is like this kind of face-off 2-pack, but it really is not a big deal. And unfortunately, there aren't too many skin texture effects going on the face. There are no skin ripples. There are kind of between the eyebrows, but it's hardly noticeable. You could actually tell more on the neck for some reason. I don't know why it's on the neck, but it is. You could tell there are some great textures there. And on mine, for some reason, the neck is a different color than the face. I don't know why. Don't ask me. But besides that, the suit is awesome. I don't really know what they changed with the suit. Maybe it's just the color or something. It's a sky blue, and it's just really nice. And it does have that cloth cape, which I do like a lot. I'm always happy when my figures come with cloth capes, and especially this one. You can tell it has this nice lining effect and everything. It's just really nice. So this is a remold of a previous Superman from Man of Steel, but it doesn't bother me. His hands are unfortunately still oversized and are bigger than his head, but what can you do? He does not have underwear. Instead, he kind of has a belt, maybe not. You can't really tell with this figure. There are these yellow pieces that kind of resemble a belt, but not really. I do like these kind of lining effects going on there. They remind me of armor pieces. I don't know why Superman would need armor, but you know, he does. You could tell better on the back of the figure as well with those effects. Kind of reminds me of Aquaman, but you know, what can you do? Moving down, just looking at the figure, really, really nice. I do like all the textures that going on for the suits. It reminds me of like ripples in water. That's how cool it is. And the boots, nothing too special. Again, they have that nice texture effect going on like the rest of the suit, but it's really nothing too special. You could tell they did sculpt some veins and such in the hands, which is nice. They did add some skin textures and everything there, more so than the face, which makes no sense to me. Also do like these gauntlets here, again, with that type of armor piece type of thing going on there, which, you know, it's a cool effect. I don't know exactly if you'll have that in the movie. I didn't really take a close look at that, but if he does, awesome. As for articulation, this guy kind of lacks in some areas, specifically in the ab section, which I'll get into in a sec here, but his head can look down this much, can go up, side to side, can rotate fully. His jaw is gigantic, so you can't really move it. His hands or arms can rotate fully, move out and in, up and down, however you want. It does have that bicep rotation. Does have a single jointed elbow, which is okay. Does have that 360 rotation at the wrist, and the abs have nothing, which is kind of weird. The Batman does, although it's not foolproof, it is there. The waist, however, can rotate fully. You just want to be careful. This guy is kind of flimsy. As far as the legs go, it can move up that far, back that much, could basically do the splits. He does have that nice thigh rotation there. Again, be careful, you don't want to put too much stress on the knee joint here. And it does have almost a 90-degree angle at the knee, excuse me. And his feet kind of lacking. He doesn't really have an ankle pivot, but at least his feet can go up and down, which, you know, it's okay. As for the Batman, this guy is probably the selling point for this pack for obvious reasons. He is not a remold. He is not a recast of anything. This is a completely new and my only gripe is the head sculpt. Tell me, people, please tell me in the comments below, does this look like Ben Affleck? And no, actually no. Does it look like Batman? Now, I understand that it does not look like Ben Affleck. Don't get me wrong. You know, Mattel can't do that. It's just a jaw. You know, I completely get that. I'm forgiving them for that. But I expected them to at least make a decent Batman head. And I perfectly respect those that think that this is a great sculpt. Enjoy it all you wish, but it's just not doing it for me. I think the eyes are a bit too big for the figure. As much as I like this ripple effect going on the mask and everything, especially on the Superman, it stands out too much, considering the rest of the figure doesn't have it. But besides that, it's a decent sculpt. I do like these short ears. I do like how they sculpted the eyebrows, kind of indenting and stuff, which is, you know, it's always nice. His lips actually do have that pinkish type of color in real life. I don't know if you could tell via the camera. His eyes, I don't know. I can't tell if they're pitch black, maybe solid brown. You really can't tell. Even in real life, it's kind of hard to tell. But besides the sculpt for the head, the cowl's really nice. It doesn't have that standout ripple effect, which is kind of nice. It's just solid plastic. Unfortunately, it can't move. And, you know, I understand why would it move. His head can fully rotate and stuff like that. But still, he does have the cloth cape. That was a winner for me. That's why I like this figure so much. Cloth capes for the win, people. And I do like this metallic paint going on for the rest of the figure. It's just really nice. I do like how it looks like he sewed the suit together. I don't know why he would, I don't know why he would do that, but it just looks amazing. I mean, this is based off the Dark Knight Returns Batman. So I guess, you know, he's old. He needs to fix his suit. The gauntlets, they're a nice sculpt, don't get me wrong, but the wrist kind of seems small. And maybe that's anatomically correct. I don't know. Maybe it's like that in the movie, but it just kind of bothers me. The belt is really nice, again with that ripple effect in the metallic black there, but I do like these pouches, and they're painted this really nice yellow with some black lining and stuff. It does say made in China on his asshole right. Again, with the bat symbol and that nice ripple effect, it does have some sewing effects in there too, which is always nice. And moving down to the legs here, again, more of that sewing effect with that metallic gray paint, which I do enjoy a lot. Moving down to the boots, I'll get into this more in articulation, but just they're kind of bent. I don't know if it's like that for every figure, but for some reason on the boot here, it does have this yellow paint type of thing. It's this scuffy paint. I don't know why. I looked on the rest of the figure, it does have this, but this one seems like it's trying to resemble a bat symbol. Same right here. I don't know if that's going to be in the movie or if it's not going to be in the movie. You can tell on the hands here, it does have that same effect. These don't look like bats for obvious reasons, but still a cool figure, and I do like those paint applications. So besides being a bitch to stand, this guy does have a fair amount of articulation, more so than the Superman, which, you know, that's kind of uneven for the pack, but what can you do? His head is probably the most lacking, just saying. His head can move up slightly, move down slightly. You gotta hold this down so you don't take the whole body. It can rotate fully and can move, kind of wobble side to side, but you know. Move the cape aside when you're trying to do the arms. You don't want to ruin it. They can rotate fully, go out and in, forward and back. Does have that bicep rotation. Does have one joint, 90 degrees at the elbow, as well as that nice rotation at the wrist. As far as the abs go, can go kind of forward. It can't really go forward as much as it can go back for some reason. I don't get that, but he can rotate at the waist all the way around. His legs go forward and back. Can basically do the splits just like Supes, and he does have the thigh rotation, one joint at the knee. His feet, again with the Superman, it can't, you know, it doesn't have that ankle pivot, but can go forward and back nicely. Now, here's my gripe. They aren't straight. Like, this bothers me. It looks like he's Charlie Chaplin. As for size, I did bring the previous Mattel figures here. I do have this Chase Dark Knight. Maybe it's just the Dark Knight, maybe not Dark Knight Rises, but it is a Dark Knight figure. You could tell that our new Batman v Superman figure here, Batman, is a bit taller, and that him and Supes are about the same size. I would say maybe Superman's a little bit taller, but you know. And here they are next to a standard Marvel Legends figure. You can tell Batman is much taller and Superman is about the same height. And here they are next to my alpaca. As for accessories, Batman does come with a couple batarangs, which are weirdly curved. He comes with three, all three are the same, so I'll just focus on one. It's weird. I don't know why it's curved. If someone knows why, please comment. I'm not sure about this, because I don't really like this silver effect going on the sides here. It's just not very Batman-esque. His batarangs were always, you know, they were very straight. They didn't have these silver lining effects or all these linings in here. They were just solid black, which were nice. And I know in the Nolan series that they were gold, but this, I gotta watch the movie first. They also come with a shared stand. That's right, people. You can put both of them on here. Superman will go here, Batman will go here. Whatever you want to do with it. It does have some nice paint applications on the red and black here. Very ripply. And it's not just painted on, you know, you could feel it, which is cool. Or, if you don't want a single stand, you can actually take this Superman logo off, and you have two, one for Supes, one for Bats. Overall, these figures are great. If you do get the chance to pick these guys up, these are basically the first issue figures for Batman v Superman, although the movie isn't out for like another year. But if you do get the chance, pick them up. These guys are amazing. And especially if you are a Batman fan, this is a completely new mold. This is not a reuse. This is a brand new Batman figure based off not only the movie, but also the Dark Knight Returns Frank Miller comic books and cartoon movies, I guess. Same goes for Superman. I probably like Superman more in this set, honestly. I just love the vibrant colors. I do like all the detail. And in general, I was more of that Superman guy growing up as a kid. With that said, people, if you did enjoy this video, please like, subscribe, do whatever you viewers do on a daily basis, and I will see you guys in my next video.